Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Shannon here, and today I want to talk about panic attacks and anxiety. I personally suffer from anxiety, and I do have panic attacks sometimes. When I'm feeling anxious, it's just like I'm really worrying about something. Like sometimes before I go to work, I get like that because at my job it's a lot of drama and just like negative energy, and I like stress out about it because when there's a lot of negative energy and like people talking about everybody, he say, she say type stuff going on, it makes me super nervous, and I kind of just like stick to myself because nobody wants to be in that. So when I first noticed that I started having panic attacks, I was about in my sophomore year of college. I had went to work and I was a cashier at the time, and I worked at this really busy place. And when it would get busy, I would get like extremely overwhelmed. It was just like, ooh, heart beating fast. These people are staring at me. I'm not moving fast enough, and just like things like that. And I just felt like, oh my God, I can't do this. I would get that fight or flight sense, like gotta go. It was I would get the flight one, like just gotta go, I can't do this right now. So when this was happening, I would try and get out of there quick. I would go to my managers and be like, oh, I'm not feeling well and I think I need to go home. I did that a couple times, and of course the managers would get upset. They'd be like, oh, you was just fine a few minutes ago, or da 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 da. So I didn't really want to tell anybody what really was going on because I was embarrassed by it. Like I knew that they wouldn't understand. So I had that started happening, and then I was like, okay, I can't keep leaving every time this happens or I'm not gonna have a job. So then I actually talked to my general manager about like how I was feeling when it would be a lot of people coming in. I would get super overwhelmed. And I was like, hey, is it okay if I work in the back? Because I was working in a restaurant. I was like, is it okay if I worked in the back where I cook the food, Not really dealing directly with the customers because it was overwhelming, true. So she had said, yeah. And I worked in the back for a while, was doing well, like learning everything in the back, was doing just fine. And then they started to put me back up front. At first, I was nervous, but I did it because I was like, okay, they need me here. Maybe it won't be the whole time. But then I realized they started doing it more. So I had to have a meeting with the boss, and I was like, hey, I can't do this. Like, it's driving me up a wall. And she kind of got offended, and she was like, what are you going to do when you get a real job? I was offended. Like, she didn't understand that I had anxiety. I told her, hey, I'm working on this. Like, can you work with me? Nope. Nope. So then, I stopped going to work. I just stopped going to work. I was like, no, the line gonna get long. They're gonna start staring at me, and I do not have time. So I stopped going to work, and then I went to go call out one last day, the final day, and then they had told me I had got fired over the phone. I didn't even fight it. I was having a bad day already. I had went back to bed. So this was sophomore year of college. And then I think the next anxiety attack started probably like junior year. I noticed, I think I was having problems with my friends. That's when they always happen. It's like I have problems with my friends. School's getting hectic. I feel like everything's going downhill. And then I go to work, and then I have like a really like tough day, and then the anxiety is high. Then it ends up resulting in a panic attack. So, I think it happened again, like maybe like junior year, at my job. I don't know what I was doing. And then I know it happened like this summer too. So they come and they go. They're not predictable. And when it happens, the way that I feel is I feel it's a weird feeling. I feel like, well, when it's about to happen, sometimes I can tell because my stomach, it's like I get like this burning sensation in my stomach. It's like the weirdest thing. It's like a burning sensation in my stomach. It's really hot. And then like I start wondering if people are looking at me. I'm like, oh my God, do they know what's really going on with me? Because I'm dying on the inside, but don't tell nobody, okay? So I'm like, I get that feeling and I'm like, oh my God, I need to go home. And I think it happens all the time at work because I cannot leave. Like I'm stuck. And I think that's just what does it. I'm like, I'm dying. So, I have left my current job a couple times. I think like twice because of anxiety, because it's like I need to go home. I'm dying. I don't think y'all understand. And like my stomach gets upset and it's just like not a good feeling. And people be looking at me like I'm crazy, like, ooh, you always sick. But I'm like, y'all don't understand. Now, when I first get jobs, I do not tell them. It's not like, okay, so when you get the paperwork in the beginning of the job, it's like, do you have any disabilities? So anxiety is not up there, and I never know should I fill it out because I don't want it to haunt me later. Like if I get a job or go to the military, I'm like, oh no, you can't do X, Y, and Z because you have anxiety. So I just never fill it out. I normally end up telling them later, but at my current job, I haven't even told my manager because I don't trust her. I don't feel comfortable telling her. I feel like I will get judged, and that's another thing that comes along with it. Not everybody understands, and that's okay. Like, you have to come to realize that you don't get it because you don't live it. So you just have to know that this is something that you deal with. You are not alone, but everybody is not gonna understand. So yeah, so what helps me, okay, so after I have a panic attack and I come home early from work, or I come home, just come home, I normally sleep a lot because my body is tense from being like worried and bothered. So I sleep a lot, and then once I'm finally able to get up and get out, I normally do things for myself by myself. I would go to this beach that I like to go to. I go to the gym, listen to my favorite music, go to the mall, get my nails done, cook myself a good meal, just basically build myself back up because having a panic attack is a lot, and I feel like it takes a lot out of you. So yeah, that's what I do. It helps me for a while, but you have to do it like constantly, keep yourself up. Another thing that helps me is taking antidepressant medicine. So I do have anxiety and depression, so I take Lexapro 10 milligrams each day. That helps. It helps. I like to take it before I go to work because that's one of my triggers. It really is. So I take it before I go to work so I can function and things like that. And yes, it helps. It helps me focus. It helps me think more clearly. When school comes, helps me sit through class and be able to focus and not worrying about other things that's going on. So if you have anxiety, if you have depression, get help. Talk to somebody, things like that. If you don't, check up on people. Say hi, hey, how you doing? You've been on my mind. How's it going? Things like that, because you never know what people go through. There's like tons of people who have mental issues and don't know because they're just unaware of what to look for, the symptoms and things like that. They just think it's a way of life. So just reach out to people, love people, and just do things like that because you never know. Like literally this morning on Twitter, this guy that goes to my school, he's like a big, like he has a big role. He's like a leader at my school basically. And he spoke out today saying that he had anxiety and depression. And, I was shocked because I was like, wow, you're able to do all these things. And there's days when I can't get out of my bed. But that's another story. So don't let it hold you back. Don't let it hold you back. And anxiety and depression can both do that. Don't let it hold you back. Get out there. Like it may knock you down. Get out there. Get back up and take on the world. Because if you don't, I look at it as if you stay in bed all day, anxiety and depression wins. And now that's you. You are anxiety and depression, except like it has won. Instead of you having it, it had you. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.